What if a car built nearly a century ago could be worth more than a private jet, or even a luxury mansion? Some of the world's oldest automobiles aren't just beautiful machines, they're priceless pieces of history that collectors fight over at auction. But here's the surprise. The most expensive car on today's list wasn't necessarily the fastest, the rarest, or even the oldest. Stay with us until the end, because the number one automotive treasure has become one of the most valuable cars ever created. Welcome to the Car Zone, where legendary machines, incredible automotive history, and unforgettable engineering come to life. If you're passionate about classic cars and timeless icons, you're in the right place. Number 7. Rolls-Royce Silver Ghost, 1907. Our journey begins with a car that changed luxury motoring forever. The legendary 1907 Rolls-Royce Silver Ghost, proudly built in the United Kingdom. At a time when automobiles were still proving their reliability, Rolls-Royce introduced a machine that quickly earned an almost mythical reputation. The Silver Ghost wasn't flashy or revolutionary in appearance, but beneath its elegant body was engineering so refined that it set entirely new standards for quality. Its smooth six-cylinder engine delivered remarkably quiet performance, something almost unheard of in the early 20th century. People even described it as running like a ghost, a nickname that soon became part of automotive history. One famous Silver Ghost successfully completed an endurance trial covering thousands of miles with minimal mechanical trouble, convincing buyers that automobiles could be dependable rather than experimental. Today, surviving examples are incredibly rare, especially those with original coach-built bodies and documented histories. Depending on condition and provenance, these remarkable cars can command several $1 million at prestigious auctions. But while the Silver Ghost introduced true automotive luxury, the next vehicle took luxury to a level that almost no one could afford. Number 6. Bugatti Type 41 Royale, 1927. Imagine building a car so enormous and so luxurious that even royalty struggled to buy one. That's exactly what Ettore Bugatti attempted with the magnificent Bugatti Type 41 Royale. Created in France during the late 1920s, the Royale wasn't designed for ordinary wealthy customers. It was intended exclusively for kings, queens, and heads of state. Every detail reflected absolute extravagance. Its massive dimensions still make it one of the largest luxury automobiles ever produced, while its enormous straight-eight engine remains one of the biggest engines ever fitted to a passenger car. Ironically, the timing couldn't have been worse. The Great Depression dramatically reduced demand for ultra-luxury automobiles, meaning only a handful of Royales were ever completed. That unexpected commercial failure eventually transformed the Royale into one of the rarest collector cars on Earth. Whenever one changes hands today, collectors know they're not simply purchasing an automobile, they're acquiring one of the greatest engineering masterpieces ever built. And speaking of masterpieces, our next car proved that America could compete with Europe's finest luxury manufacturers. Number 5. Duesenberg Model J, 1928. During the late 1920s, few names inspired more admiration than Duesenberg. The Model J, proudly manufactured in the United States, represented the absolute peak of American engineering, luxury, and performance. Its elegant styling wasn't created on an assembly line. Buyers often purchased only the chassis before commissioning custom coach builders to create unique body designs, making nearly every Model J slightly different from the next. Under the hood was an advanced straight-eight engine that delivered remarkable performance for its era, helping the Model J become one of the fastest luxury cars in the world. Hollywood celebrities, business tycoons, and even royalty proudly owned Duesenbergs, making them powerful symbols of success. Today, originality, craftsmanship, and historical significance make surviving examples incredibly desirable. Exceptional Model Js have achieved auction prices, reaching several $1 million, yet the next automobile combined breathtaking elegance with engineering sophistication that still turns heads. Nearly 90 years later. Number 4. Mercedes-Benz 540K, 1936. Some cars age gracefully, others become timeless works of art. The Mercedes-Benz 540K, introduced in Germany during 1936, belongs firmly in the second category. With its impossibly long hood, Sweeping fenders, graceful proportions, and handcrafted luxury, the 540K remains one of the most recognizable pre-war automobiles ever built. Its supercharged inline-8 engine delivered impressive power whenever the driver fully pressed the accelerator, giving the car performance that matched its stunning appearance. Many examples featured spectacular coach-built bodies, making every surviving car feel like an automotive sculpture. Because production numbers were relatively low and World War II dramatically reduced the survival rate of these vehicles, authentic 540Ks are exceptionally valuable. Today, collectors admire them not only for their rarity, but also for representing the pinnacle of German automotive craftsmanship before the war transformed the industry forever. But our next entry proves that Italy could combine racing DNA with breathtaking beauty unlike anyone else. Number 3. Alfa Romeo C2900B 1938. When enthusiasts discuss the greatest pre-war sports cars ever created, one name almost always enters the conversation: the Alfa Romeo 8C2900B, built in Italy. This extraordinary automobile combined advanced engineering with elegant coachwork in a way that few manufacturers could match. Originally influenced by Alfa Romeo's successful racing technology, the 8C offered remarkable performance while maintaining exceptional refinement for road use. Its flowing bodywork looked fast even while standing still, and many historians still consider it among the most beautiful automobiles ever produced. Only a very limited number were built, making each surviving example incredibly significant. When pristine examples appear at major auctions, bidding can climb into astonishing territory, reflecting both rarity and worldwide admiration. But despite its incredible beauty, our next legend became famous for dominating racetracks while becoming one of the most coveted collector cars in history. Number 2. Aston Martin DBR1 1956. Unlike many cars on this list, the Aston Martin DBR1 wasn't created to cruise luxurious boulevards. It was built for one purpose: winning races. Developed in the United Kingdom during the 1950s, the DBR1 became Aston Martin's greatest competition car. Its defining moment came when it claimed overall victory at the famous 24 Hours of Le Mans in 1959, giving Aston Martin one of the greatest achievements in its motorsport history. Very few DBR1s were ever produced, and every surviving example carries extraordinary historical importance. That combination of racing success, rarity, and legendary status has pushed auction prices to extraordinary heights, with one example becoming one of the most expensive British cars ever sold. You might think nothing could surpass that, but the number one automotive treasure completely changed the collector car market forever. Number 1. Ferrari 250 GTO 1962. Few automobiles inspire more admiration than the legendary Ferrari 250 GTO. Introduced in Italy during 1962, the 250 GTO perfectly blended breathtaking design, championship-winning performance, and unmatched exclusivity. Ferrari built only a very small number of these remarkable machines, each carefully crafted for competitive GT racing, powered by its glorious V12 engine. The 250 GTO delivered thrilling speed, while producing one of the most unforgettable sounds in automotive history. Its racing record, limited production, and unmistakable styling transformed it into the ultimate collector's dream. Today, the Ferrari 250 GTO has become one of the most valuable automobiles ever sold, with certain private transactions and auction sales reaching astonishing figures measured in the tens of millions of dollars. For collectors, owning a 250 GTO isn't simply about possessing an old Ferrari. It's about owning one of the greatest chapters ever written in automotive history. No matter how technology evolves, few vehicles are likely to surpass the legend of the Ferrari 250 GTO. From the pioneering elegance of the Rolls-Royce Silver Ghost to the unmatched prestige of the Ferrari 250 GTO, these 7 remarkable automobiles prove that true greatness never goes out of style. They represent innovation, craftsmanship, motorsport success, and historical significance that continue to captivate collectors across the globe. Their incredible values aren't driven by age alone, but by the unforgettable stories each one carries through automotive history. Which of these legendary classics would you choose if money were no object? Share your favorite in the comments and tell us which historic automobile deserves a place in our next countdown. Thanks for watching The Car Zone. If you enjoyed this journey through automotive history, subscribe for more legendary cars, hidden treasures, and fascinating stories from the world's greatest machines. Until next time, keep your passion for automobiles alive.